Good afternoon, fellow agents. This is your business partner, Tommy Almonte. Today, we're going to have a tutorial on the sales system provided to every single agent across the country for Lincoln Heritage. This right here that you see in your screen is a brochure for the Funeral Advantage program that has all the details of the benefits that we provide through the Funeral Advantage. These brochures are provided to you at no cost. You can call the company and order. You have to be responsible for your ordering of your brochures, which is this right here is what you will use when you are presenting, to a client. If you're in an in-home, if you paying a personal visit to this client, or if you either, selling over the phone, you have to scan this brochure in order for you to see if you can send it to your prospect so they can we will be going in details about the benefits of the program. Right here, this brochure right here is basically your presentation. You have to be aware that the Funeral Advantage is nothing but a cash insurance benefit that comes with a family support service, where this cash insurance benefit is available within 24 hours. I always highlight this feature right here of the plan, payable within 24 hours, since there is no insurance company in the nation that can pay their claims this fast. We pay our claims within 24 hours just to cover that urgency of the family having to come up with funds out of their pocket or pay with credit cards, getting in debts to pay for a funeral. This is our niche right here. And this is basically the feature that no company across the country can match Lincoln Heritage. Because of their financial strength, we basically promote our plans as a funeral plan, where the person can apply up to $35,000. The premium will depend on the amount of the coverage. We are the company across the country that offers the most for final expense. Other insurance company only offers $20,000. And this $35,000 is nothing but a whole life that Lincoln has made it available within 24 hours, so to take away the urgency of the family paying for a funeral out of their pocket. This is what the Funeral Advantage is. It's a cash insurance benefit. We always tell the client up front, it's a cash insurance benefit payable within 24 hours so the family don't have to pay for the funeral out of their pocket. In quick words right there, because sometimes you only have like seconds to let that person get interested in your offer. And then also, we don't require like a health examination. There's nothing but a few health questions, and it's a page application, one-page application. Most people qualify for our coverage, even with health issues. We take people with cancer, with Alzheimer's. Of course, they don't qualify for, they fall in different categories depending on the medications that they take. The rate of the benefits are locked in for the life of the policy, and they have an additional $100,000 benefit for accidental death available. Okay. Now let's get going to most of the benefits included on the package. This right here is a cash insurance benefit that you as an agent responsible to include it in the quote for your clients. Each unit costs $1 if the person is up to 70 years old. The person only pays $1 per unit. This is one unit. And right here, the deluxe plan is basically 5 units. So if you multiply $5 or 5 units times 5,000 is 25,000. 5 times 2,500 is 1,500. So 5 times 10,000 is 50,000, and 5 times 20,000 is 100,000. 5 times 1,000, 5,000. It's just one unit. It costs $1 up to age 71 or 70, I believe. You got to check your rate book. And then above 71 years old is, I believe, is $1.50. or $1.75 depending on the age. You can play with this number, including $2 per unit, it will be 10,000. Three units, it will be 15,000. But here, me as an agent, I always just put $5, which is, this deluxe plan right here. It comes handy because, many people I've seen many times, I have served more than 6,000 families, and, people die due to accidents. Okay. Things do happen. So this here is a good coverage, and it's very cheap. It's only $5. It will create value to your offer when you have a client in front of you. All right. So benefits paid within 24 hours. They also get the cash insurance benefit. I mean, the accidental protection for $5 extra. And with the plan, this is what turns the Funeral Advantage into a funeral plan. When they get their policy in the mail, they also get, with their policy, with their insurance, they get a family support service through the Funeral Consumer Guidance Society. The Funeral Consumer Guidance Society are basically funeral professionals. They're funeral directors that they are available for the family members when the client passed away, to help the family do all the arrangements, help them negotiate with funeral homes, and save them thousands of dollars when that time comes. As you know, funeral homes are a business. If the family don't know what they're doing, they will be upsell. They will be end up paying for unnecessary products and services since they don't know what is needed. So the family gets a family support service, a membership with professionals that can be helping them out, and when that time comes. And this is how it works, okay? In the back of the brochure here, you explained it when they receive their policy in the mail, the welcome package. Inside of that package with their policy, there will be 2 final wishes forms, Part A and Part B, and 5 membership cards that comes with their name, an ID number, and a 24-hour claim service number. So what the prospect or your client would do is, when they receive their policy in the mail, they can take these 2 final wishes form, fill them out. Those final wishes, there's a section where they can put 3 local funeral homes in the area where they live with the phone number. And once they fill this out, they can take the original and keep the yellow copy in case in the future they change their mind or they move to a different area. They can request 2 more and fill them out again. This is not final. They can change their final wishes whenever they feel like it, and just send it to the company, and they will put this in the system. These membership cards, they're 5, so they can be spread around with the family members. Just in case something happened to the client, all they have to do is just call the 24-hour claim service number, give their name and ID number, and all these instructions, all these final wishes will show up on the screen, and the family will have professionals helping them out, negotiate with the funeral homes. That is, if they authorize, or if they want to just basically ask for advice. These people here can help them save thousands of dollars. As an experienced agent, final expense experienced agents, I'll tell you, fellow agents, that funeral homes, their general price list is kind of confusing. It's very confusing. Every time I'm driving around, I go to funeral homes and I ask for their general price list. And in that general price list, they got to be like around 65 to 70 different charges. To me, as a final expense agent, it's kind of confusing. Imagine someone that don't know what they're doing, and on top of that, they're going through an emotional stress from the loss of a loved one, which can create, confusing and unnecessary spending. Okay, so this membership creates a peace of mind and savings up to like $3,000 to $4,000, and when that time comes, because this right here is in the system. They have professional to help them out, and the money will be available within 24 hours. This is the best plan out there. Another benefit of the Funeral Advantage is that they have a terminal illness benefit. that if one of your clients is diagnosed with a terminal illness, Lincoln Heritage will pay 50% of the coverage of the policy will be sent to the beneficiary while the client or that insured person is still alive. They can use the money to send it air tickets to some of the family members that are, they're away. If they get caught and they don't have money to buy air tickets, they can use part of that money to pay any debts. And that 50% of that policy can be sent to that person while they're still alive if they get diagnosed with a terminal illness. Okay. That was the brochure. This is how we make our presentation. Now, here, boys and girls, this is how we create the need. These are some of the funeral costs and other financial expenses that the person can go when someone passed away. The funeral home services, the casket, transportation to hearse, clothing and flowers, auto burial container, cemetery property plot, grave opening and closing, monumental marker. All these are expenses that your client don't know that they will have when that time comes. We use this here just basically to create the need, to create a problem that they don't know that they have, that they will see it when that time comes unexpectedly. They will be caught by surprise, causing them a lot of stress and unnecessary spending. All right. With your brochure here, you also get a funeral cost estimate per state for traditional burial. If you look here, we're in the state of Virginia. Over here, in the state of Virginia, you have this is kind of like 3 different types of funeral: a good quality, better quality, best quality. But from my experience, I can tell you guys that this is how much a funeral costs here in Northern Virginia and some other parts of Virginia, between $9,700 up to $12,000 just for the funeral home, not including the cemetery. Okay. Now here is for cremation. These are 3 different types of cremations. You got to get familiar with all this terminology and the cost of everything, because you will be preparing plans to solve a problem for that prospect or that client that you have in front of you. This is a direct cremation. Read all that, read it, learn all this terminology, so you sound professional when you're in front of that client. Direct cremation, including removal and shelter of remains. And the best is the traditional funeral with a cremation as the final disposition of the body. Read all this terminology and learn it. So when you're talking to your client or your prospect, you bring awareness of all this stuff so you can help them out, put a plan in place. As a final expense insurance agent, this is what we do. We talk to people about funeral planning. So if you don't have all this information, it will be hard for you to close a deal, since people won't see the value of having a final expense policy in place. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Of course, you know that will always be available for any one of you guys for answering any questions that you might have. This is your business partner, Tommy Almonte, and I hope that you find this very helpful for you guys to use while you presenting to a prospect. You have a blessed day.